That's the stream right there.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming. If you want to kind of come up a little bit closer, you're more than welcome to. You don't need to stay at the back of the room. We're going to get started here in just a minute. Ashley from South Anchorage High School is actually going to kick off the introduction for the live feed that's going on right now.
Hello. Okay. Good afternoon, Iron Dog fans. I'm Maioriello, and I am part of the South High media team. We're very excited for you guys to be here today, and we're here coming to you live from downtown Anchorage, Alaska, in the Hilton Hotel. We're really excited today to be sharing everything that's going to be going on at the race today. And here at Iron Dog, we have 3 very special announcements that we're very excited to be telling you. And here is Kevin Kastner, Director of Iron Dog.
Thank you, Ashley. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for coming. At this point, basically, I just want to recognize a few people that are in the room, and thank you all for coming. And we have some board of directors here. If you'll just sort of wave your hand so that people know you're here. We have Jim Wilkes, our board president, is here. Penny McKibben, our treasurer. Skip Boomershine, trail connoisseur. Eric Johnson, and Steve Madela from SBS. Thank you guys for being here today. Also have some race officials. We have Lee Davis over here in the corner, and Jake Goodell, who's going to be helping us with timing this year. And I'd also like to just point out that Colonel Knowles is here, with the National Guard in the back there, and we really appreciate him coming and just being a part of the event. And also the J-Bear Public Affairs Office has brought a team to kind of be a part of this event as well. So thank you for coming, and thank you to all the sponsors. I know there's a lot of you that I recognized when you came in the door, but I just wanted to thank you guys for coming. So with that, I'd also just like to say thank you to the Hilton for hosting the event. Let's give them a round of applause. It's really nice to introduce the room. And obviously, the Alaska National Guard, Dawn and Gold, GCI, Kendall Toyota, there's a whole host. I won't go down the whole list, but I want to just name a few of our top sponsors and thank them for coming. GCI is actually helping with the live stream that's going on right now and facilitating that feed. And to Team CC and Skidoo for coming, and Raven, Alaska, for helping also with the student project. So at this point, I just wanted to kind of segue to media. Thank you all for coming. And with that, I'd like to introduce our media partner, KTUU Channel 2, and General Manager Andy McLeod and Brad Hilwig, to tell you a little bit about our first announcement today. Andy?
Well, thanks. We're really excited today to announce that we will be taking the race to a national cable audience this year, and that's a first for us. It's a first for the race. It's something that Kevin and the board and the racers in specific have been working on for at least 4 years with us, and it's a moment that I think will bring this race to more Alaska, or beyond Alaska, to more people out in the States, and it can give more attention to what is an event that deserves more attention and a true extreme Alaska challenge. And with that, I'd like to introduce the guy who is actually going to do our point man on the deal, and he's the person who will be doing the bulk of the work, Brad Hilwig, who will be our executive producer.
Thank you, Andy. Yeah, really excited to be a part of this project. It's really a landmark project for KTUU, and I think the race is a perfect one to take to a broader audience because it's really emblematic of a lot of the things that are unique and great about Alaska. It's a wildly adventurous race. It's got grand ambitions, shows the harsh reality of interior Alaska, the weather, the terrain, touches rural Alaska, the villages, a lot of the unique aspects in that part of the state that a lot of folks don't regularly get to see. So it's a great event to bring to a national audience, not to mention the wonderful and interesting competitors that take part in it, from the folks who win the event to the folks who are just trying to get across the finish line to accomplish a dream of theirs. So it's compelling from start to finish, not only in location but people who participate. And I should mention, we wouldn't be to this point to be able to bring this to a national audience without the work that Channel 2's journalists have done for some 4 years on this race. Nobody knows this race better than those guys. Have been out for years covering the trail, knowing the checkpoints, knowing the conditions, knowing the folks involved, and that's really central to what we're going to do this year. That lays the foundation for how we are able to tell this story to a national audience. So we'll lean quite heavily on the material that our journalists gather during this race and material that they've gathered in previous years. But we're adding an additional piece this year for this specific event, in that we've hired a guy by the name of Peter Henning, who is kind of a best-in-class sports producer. Peter Henning has been producing adventure sports shows for networks for decades. He has Alaska roots in that he produced shows for on the Iditarod for Wide World of Sports, for ESPN, ABC. Most notably, Peter spent 15 years as the executive producer of the Ironman Triathlon out of Kona, Hawaii, growing that race from relative obscurity into one that is sort of a sensation and really a measuring stick for that type of show in terms of quality, in terms of storytelling. So Peter is going to offer a wealth of knowledge and experience on this project. What he's known for is drawing out the human stories within a grueling event, not just telling the story of the people who cross the finish line first, but telling the story of the people who are middle of the pack and doing it to accomplish a dream or doing it as a personal achievement. So with his involvement, he's going to just up the bar on the storytelling for a national audience and really be able to deliver a top quality product for an event that deserves it. So we're excited to be part of it. It's a landmark for us. We're looking forward to an exciting race this year and hopefully putting that together in a really compelling show for a national audience, growing the profile of the race, and really just celebrating all that it is in terms of what it means to Alaska and what it means to adventure sports as a whole. So we're excited to be a part of it.
Thanks again to Andy and Brad for sharing that national media coverage that's coming. And I want to just sort of go ahead and let the cat out of the bag on that. That'll be airing on NBC Sports Network March 31 of this year. So that's very exciting. So now we have a date. We know when that's going to show on the cable network. So look for that March 31. So thank you again. And keeping sort of in line with national news and Iron Dog significant history, things of that nature, I'd like to introduce our next couple here. Our next group that can actually cover 2 points. We have 2 more announcements we'd like to make, and with that, I'd like to introduce Corey Cronquist from Team CC and have him first come up and share a little bit about some changes in a team that you guys might want to hear about. So, Corey, welcome.
Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Hilton and Iron Dog. We have a little bit of a change-up on our team. AJ Bartel, Gordon Bartel. We're going to use Gordon and other means for our team, equally important. And I'd like to announce Scott Davis will be joining the team again. So, Scott, if you want to come on up. Scott, you can come on up. So it's a privilege to be working with Scott again this year. It's exciting for us. AJ. Thanks, guys. Do you have anything to say? Or?
I got a little something. Hey, I just wanted to say thanks to all the Iron Dog board of directors, the sponsors, and the countless volunteers that put countless hours into putting on a world-class event, and I'm proud to be a part of it. I wanted to also say that I wanted to welcome Steve Cowling here. It's so good to see the manufacturers take an interest in this race. We're growing every year, and now we have got KTU at a national level and maybe at a global level even. So we're The race is taking off, and I'm grateful to be a part of it. I want to take this opportunity also to thank our primary sponsors, GCI and Team CC Ski-Doo, as well as, put my glasses on here, some things have changed, as well as CMI, Alaska LED Industries, BCX, Davis Block and Concrete, Odin Corp, Rockstar, I see Jenny here, Stud Boys Climb, and Alaska Oil Sales. Thank you.
So the second part of our announcement, or third part, should I say, through racers like these guys and other of our top teams, we've worked hard throughout the years to bring our next product, I guess, to finally get here. They've been waiting a long time for this. Steve Cowing from BRP is here. Come on up, Steve.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Wow, that's congratulations to the TV station, Iron Dog Group in general for national coverage with NBC. That's big news. That's really, from an OEM standpoint, that's great for us to see. We love it. All right, we've got a little something special under the wraps over here. I've been working on this for a while, and Corey and his team have been a big part of what's happening here. At BRP, we've been leading the snowmobile industry now for about 10 years in both sales and in technology. We do that mainly by listening to our consumers, to our riders, to our racers. They have a huge influence on what we're producing today. So what you're going to see here is a snowmobile that pushes the envelope so far as a cross-country rider. It's something that a lot of our consumers will appreciate because it takes what these guys learn at high speed and under merciless conditions, because these guys really like to hammer their sleds. They kind of count on them to get them to the finish line, but they also count on them to get them there first. We've had great success in the Iron Dog the past 3 years, largely in part to these gentlemen who worked very hard at it. This snowmobile that we're going to introduce today is called the Iron Dog Special. So Corey, if you want to pull the wraps off of it. And it's named after the iconic race here because we've learned a lot from the guys here. And a lot of that technology, a lot of the changes that are in this vehicle are directly related to what they've given us for feedback. From riders' input, what they're looking for out of these machines is a lot of speed, good handling, comfort and isolation from the bumps, and of course durability. This machine here has an E-Tech engine in it. It will be offered in an 800 and a 600 cc E-Tech. Very fuel efficient, very oil efficient. We use XPS is also a sponsor here. We don't use a lot of that oil with this machine because it's very efficient at that. Snowmobile features a 128-inch track, which is our first foray into the 128-inch track length. It's an arm motion rear suspension that's been reinforced in some key areas with feedback from these guys. It also features some key reinforcements throughout the chassis that, again, designed for durability. The KYB Pro 40 shocks that are on it are tuned especially for a cross-country type rider. So they'll be very much a step stiffer than what we offer for a stock XRS. Plus it'll have the racing drive axle and sprockets and a 2-ply ripsaw track. Again, all in the name of durability from what we get from these gentlemen. So that's our announcement for today. We're really proud of this machine. We're really happy with the efforts from these gentlemen in helping us develop it. So thank you very much.
Well, that was short and sweet, but thank you all for coming. What we'd like to do at this point is just make sure that you recognize, if you're a racer entered in the race, would you raise your hands right now? Racers entered in the race. So media, if you're looking for some folks to talk to, stick around. That's the whole point of this, is to talk with Steve from BRP and Ski-Doo and the Team CC and Scott. So stick around and visit with them. We'll have some interview time, and that's a wrap. So thank you all for coming. I really appreciate your time. Thank you.
Everyone's going to be able to hear us, but Morgan? Okay. Okay. Good? Yeah. Okay, I'm with Mike Morgan right here. How do you feel about the race this year?
I feel pretty good. Conditions are pretty nasty this year, as you all know, but I feel pretty good overall. We've ran really competitive the past couple of years, so I'm hoping this is it this year.
How many is this? Are you a rookie this year? How many years have you been doing this or interested in doing this?
Yeah, this race will be number 6, so yeah, 3 years in a row with current partner Chris Old, so this will make 4 for us together. And yeah, like I said, we've ran real well together and looking for good things to happen this year.
Well, congratulations, and I hope that you have a really good race this year. Thank you. here with Maureen Moore from GCI. GCI is here, and they are actually part of, they're funding our live feed, and they're a huge part of the Iron Dog race. Maureen is going to say a few words.
Hi, we're very proud to be part of this event. As an Alaskan-based company, we like to sponsor events that are uniquely Alaskan, and this is certainly one of them. And we're also really excited about the Anchorage start this year and the family-friendly events that are going to be surrounding the Iron Dog. So good luck to all the racers, and we're proud to be a part of the event.
Thank you so much. I'm here with Ryan Soasanti. He is an Iron Dog racer. So how do you feel about the race this year? I know we have not a lot of snow, conditions are bad. How do you think you're going to do?
We're pretty excited about this year. Our setup that we have this year is the best setup that we've ever been on. Me and Shane are both in really good shape this year. We're really confident going in this year. We've got really good support this year from all of our sponsors and our air support and our mechanics. We're really comfortable this year going into this season. We're not too concerned about the lack of snow. We had a lack of snow last year and I think the year before that, so it's just kind of par for the field. But yeah, we're really confident going into this year that we're going to come out with a win this year.
Good. I can see you're very confident, so that's good for this year. So how many years have you been racing snow machines? How many years have you been an Iron Dog race also?
I started racing in 2001. This is going to be my 5th Iron Dog. I finished top 10 4 years in a row. Best finish is 3rd place.
Wow, congratulations. That's awesome. So you're pretty excited?
Yeah, we're really excited about this year. We're ready to go. I mean, if we could race tomorrow, we would. We're ready. We're chomping at the bit.
Awesome. Well, good luck, and I hope you have fun.
cellular jerk, okay?
Do you pass it around too? You take mine.
Has to be set on vibrate first and
I'll let you do it. Say hi.
I'm here with Tyson Johnson. He is an Iron Dog racer as well. So how do you feel about the trails and the race this year?
I feel pretty good about it. It would be nice to get a little more snow. Right now we're kind of lacking on the snow, but our new machines are pretty nice and they're built for this kind of conditions, so I think we're going to have a really good season.
Good. Okay, and how many years have you been racing?
This will be my 17th year, I believe.
Wow, so you're pretty excited?
Yeah, I think I'm going into this year just a little more relaxed and not so much pressure, and I think that's going to kind of help us calm down a little bit and maybe not have so much of the pre-race jitters where you get a little nervous the first day and you could possibly make some mistakes, so I think that's going to help out a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. And how do you feel about the snow conditions? I know that we've been talking a lot about how we're not getting enough snow, unfortunately, up here. So how do you think you guys are going to do with the conditions of the trails and stuff with your machines?
Well, I mean, fortunately, everybody's got to deal with the same snow conditions, so there's really no advantage or disadvantage for anybody. But I think our new machines are kind of set up to handle the low snow conditions better than some of the other brands maybe, so I think that's going to help us. And then also just doing a lot of training in the lack of snow is also a big part of it, making sure you're ready for it.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much and good luck.
I didn't think we could do that. Yeah, no, we were told specifically do not say a word. Yeah, no, they didn't do that. I didn't find out, the public didn't find out until like 7 a.m. It was leaked online before their official release. So, but before that, no, we're good. Yep, yeah, that's the first thing. Like, hey, they want to do it before the official. I said, oh, I'm just like BRP's viewer form, what everyone's guessing. I saw everything from like mocks and emails to kid size, and I'm just like,
Hey, you just need to hold this. Careful.
Here I am with Scott Davis. He is returning this year to the Iron Dog race. So how do you feel about the race this year? You're returning, coming back. You feel pretty good about it?
Yeah, it's kind of a late entry for me, kind of a late release on the sled, so we got a lot of work to do in a short amount of time, but really excited to be able to ride this brand new Ski-Doo purpose-built Iron Dog version.
Yeah. How do you feel about the machines? I mean, they're brand new. They look really good. They're made just for the Iron Dog. Is that correct?
Yeah, they're purpose-built for the Iron Dog. Well, they won't look that good for long.
Yeah. So how do you going to feel comfortable on them? What are you thinking? How do you feel about these?
Yeah, very, very similar to what we've been building over the last few years. but it takes a tremendous amount of work. So we're getting a sled delivered to us that probably has a month's worth of work done to it already. So we're excited about that.
And what year is this for you in the Iron Dog race?
See, this is 31.
Wow, that's amazing. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you?
Well, I try to take the measured approach, so I'll call it about a 7.
All right, well, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great race.
I'm not too bad. Anyways, I know Corey wants everybody to kind of at least practice sets and stuff for you guys. Plans, not wrap them all up. Nothing to wrap them all up. Everything. What's that? 14. Probably gonna know. I mean, you really want to wrap them. You wrap them, you're doing that competition. It's so special. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, exactly. That sure does look pretty cool. Like even the stand and stuff, they really look nice. Only thing I don't like on Corey's putting the speaker why don't you have the CC sticks out the front?
Yeah, just do it all forward.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'm here with Steve Cowing from Skidoo, and he is representing Skidoo, obviously. So how do you feel about the new machines, and how are they running? Can you tell me some facts about them?
Well, the new machines were developed with the help from the Iron Dog racers. What they've been doing the past 3 years is what we've incorporated into the new sled. Very efficient. The idea is to make it very durable, and it gives the racers a really good starting point right out of the box. So, again, their input direct to what we've seen today, and yeah, we're very excited about it. We know the consumers out there that are looking for a cross-country sled. This is one that really answers their needs.
Good, awesome. And what are your thoughts about the lack of snow we have with the new machines?
You can't fight Mother Nature. All you can do is work with it. So we'll do the best we can.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. It was nice meeting you. Oh, yeah, I'm doing a few more.
Oh my God! Yeah. Show me
I'm here with Brad Hilwig from KTUU, and they are part of the national coverage. Can you tell me a little bit about that with Iron Dog?
Yeah, we announced today that KTUU is going to be producing a documentary for a national audience. It'll air March 31st, 2015 on NBC Sports Network. And, first time ever that this race is being brought to a national audience. KTUU will be producing the documentary alongside Peter Henning, who is a sort of a legendary sports producer. He has produced the Iditarod for Wide World of Sports. Has worked all over the world, produced the Ironman triathlon for 15 years, and multi-Emmy award-winning producer. He'll be working on the project with us, along with, we'll be drawing a lot from material from our journalists in the field, our KTU journalists who've been covering the race for years and know the trail, know the people, know the checkpoints, know the challenges, and as well as anybody. So it's really going to be an exciting project to bring to a national audience, one that really is emblematic of Alaska and all the kind of unique factors in terms of challenges of weather and terrain and sort of an epic sense of adventure and scale. So we're excited about it. It's a landmark production for us, and one that we hope will help grow this race and really put it on a national stage.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, and we're excited to see it.
Hey, Ashley. Oh, you go ahead.
Ask Lynnzee, she's running it. We can do emotionally. No, I just said it. There, Lynnzee?
Start over here.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Maioriello. Not ready? Okay. All right, just give me a few seconds.
We're going to take pictures of Photoshop and then we're on the now.
Let's try that. Now you
Oh, the entire tripod?
Are you ready, Lynnzee? Ready? I'm here with Lieutenant Colonel Lee Knowles, part of the National Guard, who is a huge sponsor of the Iron Dog. So, give me some thoughts on the National Guard sponsoring Iron Dog and how you feel about the race this year.
Well, we like the race because it's uniquely Alaskan. We are the Alaska Army National Guard, and the race resonates with a lot of our folks. We've had people race in the trail class, and we've also had professional class racers, and we actually finished a team 2 years ago. So it's been great exposure for us statewide, and here soon to be nationwide as far as the Alaska National Guard and snow machine racing in general. So it's also a great ability for us to get into schools and work with folks like yourself, and work at the King Career Center, and really work toward the trade-oriented folks out there that want to get their hands on something and learn a skill.
Absolutely. So how do you feel about the race this year?
I'm really looking forward to it. It's very cool that it's been brought into Anchorage. We're going to have a downtown start, a lot of exposure to the folks here in Anchorage who don't normally get to see it, and it's really neat to see that it's going across the back of J-Bear, where a lot of folks on J-Bear will be able to kind of go out and watch the race go across. So there's a lot of partnerships that have been developed for this, and it's really neat the way this has coalesced into a much bigger event than it has been in the past.
Yeah, well, thank you for supporting Iron Dog. Couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you so much. It was really nice talking with you.
Which camera are you on right now?
I'm here with Director of Iron Dog, Kevin Kastner. So do you have any final thoughts on what went on today of the race coming up really soon?
Well, I think most important is just how excited we are about all the national implications of the NBC coverage on Sports Network. That's going to be very key for us this year in growing the event. I think also the product announcement clearly is very exciting to have Iron Dog on a nationally or international manufactured product. That's really, really cool and unique. Clearly the race is very exciting. All of the downtown start. There's just a whole host of exciting things going on for 2015. I have my team here, my operations manager, Laurel Hickel, and Christina Wichman is also helping us this year. We're working hard to make things go well. And I just think this was a phenomenal event. It was great turnout. We're really pleased with all the sponsors who've been a big part of this. GCI for providing the live feed, to Raven, who's going to be flying students around, of course the National Guard, Don and Gold. And I'd love to throw it to them if they have any thoughts on this as well. So I'll just let them speak a little bit.
Do you guys have any words on the race this year? What happened today?
No, we're just real excited to see it come downtown and bring in new sponsors and the excitement of bringing in maybe a new fan base and just hoping for snow.
Yeah, we all are. Well, thank you guys so much, and this is going to be a really great event. I'm really excited to watch it.
Thank you again, and we really appreciate South Anchorage High School for coming and putting on this live feed. It's very cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.
I saved that image switch to another camera.
That's Chad's wife.
Okay.